So do all the movements in here that makes your body feel good. Yes, no, yes, no. Maybe bring your forehead closer to the floor. And find stillness in the pose. Observe your pose. If you like here, you can keep your knees bent. Thigh closer to your belly, belly towards your thigh. Or if you want, you can try to bring the heels closer to the floor, but it's not necessary. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Your hands are flat on the floor. Open your fingers, spread open on the floor to have a nice and solid base. Breathe in and out through the nose a couple of times in here. Belly in, hips pointing up towards the ceiling. And inhale, come into plank position. Align your wrist under your shoulder, belly's in, tailbone tuck under, gaze down, heel and toes in the same line. First option of vinyasa, you can come down with your knees on the mat, untuck the toes, top of the feet flat, come down with the rest of the body, keeping the elbows in. Inhale, lifting a baby cobra, stretching the elbows towards your hips, use the strength of the lower back. Point the toes, tuck the toes, and come back, hips to the heels. And up again, downward facing dog. And this is the first option, especially if you're fairly new to yoga, or if you need to build up a little bit of a strength or core awareness. This is the one that I suggest to you. Otherwise, you can try with the second one. Inhale, come into plank position. Again, find your nice alignment in the pose. Belly in, engage the core. Exhale, come into chaturanga, bringing the shoulders forward. Create a 90-degree angle with your elbows. Inhale, lift up into an upward facing dog. The top of the feet are on the floor. The rest of the body is lifted up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze towards the toes. Breathe. So let's do 2 more vinyasa together. You can choose what variation you want to use. Inhale, come into plank position. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths in here. And inhale, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the right knee and open the hip to the side. Keep your gaze towards the left toes. Your shoulders are still squared. And square your hips again. Bring the right foot forward in between the hands. Left knee on the mat. Create 2 90-degree angle with your legs. Belly's in, arms over the head. Low lunge. So imagine your right hip going a little bit back more, your left hip forward more. Engage the core as much as possible in here. Seems a very easy pose, can be extremely exhausting, I promise. But we are not going to spend all the hour in here. So place the left hand on the right thigh, the right arm behind you. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right. Try to look over your right shoulder, so twist the whole spine. Always here you can choose if the leg behind you is with the toes tucked or pointed. Decide what feels good for you. Come back to center. Place the hands on the floor. Move your right leg to the right side of the mat, so your hands are in. Slide your left leg back for lizard pose. You can stay here with your hands on the mat. If you have a little bit more space in here, you can come down with your forearms on the mat. So first, left arm down, right arm down. And look forward. Keep breathing through the nose. If you like, point the left toes, tuck the left toes, and lift the left knee off the mat. And left knee down again, hands on the floor. With the help of your right hand, push the right knee back, open the hip. You can lift the sole of the foot off the mat, gaze back. And if you like, right arm up. And last option, you can grab the left foot behind you, keeping the hips down towards the floor. And release, right hand down. Tuck the left toes, bring the right leg back, flowing your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the left knee, open the hip to the side. Stay here, gazing on your right toes, keep the belly in. Feel your left hip opening up. Square your hips again. Bring the left foot forward in between the hands. Right knee on the mat. This 90-degree angle with your legs. Bellies in, super strong core. Arms of the head. Shoulders away from the ears. Stay here for a moment. Just feel your hip. One going back, the other going a little bit more forward, belly in. Right hand on the outside of the left thigh, left hand behind you on your lower back. Inhale, stretch your spine up. Exhale, turn to your left. Look over your left shoulder. Keep breathing. And with every inhale, stretch the spine up more. With every exhale, turn more to your left. Back to the center, hands on the floor, and move the left foot to the left side of the mat, hands in. Slide your right leg back for lizard pose. So you can stay here, or you can come down, forearms on the floor. Right arms down first, then the left, and then look forward. Maybe you want to lift the right knee off the mat. Observe your pose. And bring the right knee down, hands on the floor. With the help of your left hand, push the left knee back, open the hip more to the side, gaze back. Maybe left arm up towards the ceiling. And as a last option, grab the right foot behind you. Keep the hips down on the floor. Breathe. And release. Left hand down, left leg back, flow vinyasa. Downward facing dog. And inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, up and lift. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, right foot in between the hands. High lunge. Keep your belly in, tailbone tuck under, shoulders away from the ears, left leg super strong. Keep breathing through the nose. And opening to warrior two. Arms parallel with the floor. You can have a quick look, left arm behind you, and then look over your right fingers. Your right knee goes a little bit more to the right, so you don't close your hips, sorry. Your left foot is flat on the floor. And cartwheel your hands, right leg back, flow, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, up and lift. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, left foot in between the hands. High lunge. Arms over the head. Belly in. Shoulders away from the ears. Keep breathing through the nose. Imagine your arms super strong, stretching up towards the ceiling. And open up. Warrior two. Your two heels in the same line. Body weight perfectly in the middle. And you want to go down as much as possible so that you have your left thigh parallel with the floor. You really want to feel it on your thigh. Keep breathing. Look over your left fingers. And hands on the floor, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. And let's keep moving. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Look forward, right foot in between the hands. High lunge. Grab opposite elbows, open the chest, look up. Back to center, open to warrior two. Flip the right palm, count forward, reverse the warrior. You want to keep your chest opening up to the ceiling. It doesn't matter where you look. If you want, you can also look to the left foot. But your chest is open. It's like you want to offer your pose to someone or something. Back to warrior two. Hands on the floor, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Look forward, left foot in between the hands, high lunge. Grab opposite elbows, open the chest, look up. Or maybe even look back. Back to the center, open into warrior two. Flip the left palm, count forward, reverse the warrior. You can decide, maybe right hand is on the right leg or on the left thigh. Open your chest. Keep the left leg bent, right leg straight. Breathe. Back to warrior two. Hands on the floor. Flow. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Square your hips again, bring the right foot forward in between the hands. High lunge. Open into warrior two. Flip the right palm, count forward, reverse the warrior. Back to warrior two. Straight your front leg. Bring your left foot maybe a little closer if you like for triangle. Arms parallel with the floor. Come forward with the body weight and turn triangle. You can gaze up or down. You want to have your left leg engage as much as possible. And imagine your upper body in between two walls. So you want to stretch the two shoulders in two opposite directions. Again, imagine your chest a little bit showing to the ceiling. Keep breathing. Slowly come back up. Bend the front leg. And hands on the floor, flow. Inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Square your hips again, bring the left foot forward in between the hands, high lunge. Open up, warrior two. Flip the left palm, count forward, reverse the warrior. Back to warrior two. Straight your front leg, decide how big you want to have your step for triangle. Come forward with your upper body, triangle. Stretch your two arms in two opposite directions. So if you are used to use a block in here and you don't have it at home, remember you can always have a very big book next to you. Use it as a block. Get creative. Keep breathing. Put a little smile on your face. Engage the right leg. And slowly come back up. Bend the front leg. Hands on the floor. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to right armpit. Now forearm of the right arm. Inhale, up. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, right foot in between the hands. High lunge. Open into warrior two. Flip the right palm, count forward, reverse the warrior. Back to warrior two. Now bring the right forearm on the right thigh, left fingers forward towards the front. You can gaze up or down, but keep your chest open. Super strong right shoulder as well. If you want, you can bring the right arm forward as well. Keep breathing. Don't give up. Hands on the floor. Lift the left heel off the mat. Left hand down. Right arm up. Easy twist. Belly in. Right hand down on the floor. Bring the right foot back. Right hand in the middle of your mat. Turn to the side. Side plank. If you want, bring the left foot forward or try to bring your feet together. Maybe left arm up towards the ceiling. You can gaze up. Bring the hips higher up to the ceiling. Keep breathing. And back to center. Hands on the floor. If you want, vinyasa or downward facing dog. You can decide. Always remember you can take as many breaks as you like. But we are almost done with the first part. So we're gonna have a break very soon. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to left armpit. Now down, forearm. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, left foot in between the hands. High lunge. Open up. Warrior two. Flip the left palm. Come forward. Reverse the warrior. Back to warrior two. Left forearm on the left thigh. Right fingers forward. Keep your chest open. Your shoulder of the left arm is super engaged so you don't collapse on your shoulder. And if you want here, you can bring the left arm forward as well. And pretend nothing is happening. Then this is the easiest thing to do. Hands on the floor. Lift the right heel off the mat. Right hand down, left arm up toward the ceiling. Easy twist. Left hand down, left leg back. Left hand in the middle of your mat, turn to the side. Side plank. Decide what you want to do in here. Keep your hips higher up. Back to center. Maybe vinyasa or downward facing dog. So as I promised, you can come down with your knees on the mat. Rest for a moment in child pose. So you can decide, maybe you wanna do your child pose with your knees together, arms long to the side of your body. Or arms forward. If you want, have some water. And if you like, you can move a little bit your head on the floor. Find your breath again. Recharge your body for the next part of the class. Shoulders relaxed. And let's take a couple of breaths together. Inhale, full lungs. Exhale, fog your mat. Inhale. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Last one, inhale. Exhale. And start again to move your fingers forward, stretching the whole spine from top to bottom. Tuck the toes, lift yourself back up into downward facing dog. And again, you can walk your dog a little bit, say yes and no with your head. Find your spot, maybe observe your dog for a moment. Look if something happened from the very beginning. Maybe now it feels extremely easy, or maybe no, it feels extremely hard. Just observe it without any judgment. Look forward. You can walk or jump in between the hands. Fold forward. Place a little space in between your feet, more or less hip distance apart. And grab your big toes with your index and middle finger. Bring your body weight more forward on your toes. You can bend the knees if you want in here. Maybe thigh and upper body together to help you to lengthening the spine down towards the floor. With every nail, imagine your spine getting a little bit longer, creating more space, opening the chest. With every exhale, bring your head down more towards the floor. Try to keep the shoulder as much as possible away from the ears. Imagine the top of your head going down, touching the floor in front. And release. Very slowly roll yourself back up. One vertebra at a time. Till you find yourself into a standing position. Start with your feet together, heels and toes touching. Bring the right leg in front of you. Hug your right leg in front of your chest. Bring all the body weight into the left leg. Bring your belly in. And slowly bring the right leg back, parallel to the floor. Warrior 3. Again, imagine your two hips being in the same line and gaze one spot on the floor in front of you that is not moving. Engage as much as possible the right leg, but the left leg can be a little bit bent. Don't worry. Now place the hands on the floor. Open the right hip to the side. And if you like, you can bring the right hand on the floor, or you can keep it on the mat. Sorry, I said both the times the same thing. You can bring the right hand on the hip or on the floor, or arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe gaze up. Half-moon pose. Keep breathing. Bend the front leg, come down. Warrior 2. Hands on the floor, Vinyasa. Look forward, walk or jump in between the hands. Fold forward. Now roll yourself back up very slowly. Come into a standing position. And again, place the body weight in one leg, the right this time, and hug your left leg in front of your chest. Engage your core in here. Remember, if you have all the muscle engaged, it will be easier to balance. Now bring the left leg back. Warrior 3. Two hips in the same line. Gaze one spot that is not moving. Keep your left leg engaged. Left foot is flat. Keep breathing through the nose. Hands on the floor. Open the left hip to the side, and again, you can decide. Maybe left hand on the hip. Maybe up toward the ceiling. You can also gaze up. Or you can gaze down. It doesn't matter. As long as you keep opening the chest to the ceiling. Now bend your front leg and bring the left foot down on the floor. Warrior 2. Hands on the floor, Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Again, look forward, walk or jump in between the hands. Feet together, heels and toes touching. Bend the knees, sit on the chair behind you. Bring your arms up and forward. Chair pose. Remember, belly in, tailbone tuck under. So don't arch your spine in here, otherwise it becomes too easy. Body weight on the heels, sit down a little bit more. Hands in front of the chest. Left elbow on the right thigh, twist to the side, look up or down. It doesn't matter, but keep pushing your left hand down with your right hand. So you have your hands in the middle of your chest, helping twisting the spine. Back to center, arms forward. Sit down a little bit more. Hands in front of the chest again, right elbow in front of the left thigh, twist to the side. Belly in. Keep your hips down. Push the right hand with the left. Hands in front of the chest. Back to center, arms forward. Fold forward. Open your feet a little more. Let your head hang down. Relax for a moment. Rock to the sides. You can keep your knees bent in here. Keep the body weight on your toes. And now open your feet a little bit wider, more or less the distance of your mat. Bring the toes to the side edges of your mat. Come down, Malasana, Yogi Squat. So you have your elbows on the inside of your thigh. If you want, you can move a little bit here, on the right, on the left. Find your nice spot on the mat. And you want to have your forearms parallel with the floor, hands in front of your chest, and your spine lifting up towards the ceiling. You can also close your eyes. Imagine your elbows are helping you to push the knee back more, opening the hip. Keep breathing through the nose. You can hold still here, or if you like, you can work on your crow. If you have it in your practice, you can go for it, placing the hands on the floor. I'm not gonna demonstrate this, otherwise I will really embarrass myself, but I'm gonna tell you what to do. Hands on the floor, more or less shoulders distance apart. You can place the knee closer to your armpit, or you can also keep them in this position, so a little bit out of your arms, and bring your body weight more forward. You can lift one leg at a time, or maybe both together. Keep your core engaged. So if you're practicing crow, you can kick back or just place the feet back. Also for Malasana, start placing the hands down on the floor, bring the feet back, and do your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Again, last time, look forward, walk or jump in between the hands, and cross your feet, sit down on your mat. Bring the legs forward. Bend the knees, hug your knees from behind, and let's rock 3 times on our mat. You can rock, or you can stay still if you have trouble with your neck. Otherwise, massage your spine on the floor. Enjoy this moment. At the 3rd time, balance on your seat bones for Navasana. So you can have your legs parallel with the floor, maybe arms as well, or you can grab your thigh from behind if it helps you. Keep your belly in, shoulders away from the ears. If you want, stretch the legs. Stay here for a moment. Very slowly come down halfway. Don't touch with your shoulders or your feet. Come back up. Come down halfway, chin to the chest. Back up. Last time, come down halfway and cross your feet for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax on the floor. You can massage a little bit your belly. Give yourself a nice massage. And bend the knees. Place your heel close to your glutes. You can reach your heels with your fingertips. Chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the hips up towards the ceiling for bridge pose. Walk your shoulder blades closer together. If you like, you can also interlace your fingers behind your back to bring the shoulder closer. Open the chest even more. If you like, close your eyes in here. Enjoy the moment, this nice heart opener. Let's stretch all the front side of your body. Try to keep the knees more or less at the same distance as the beginning. So imagine you're holding something between the legs. And very slowly come down on the mat. Hug your knees to the chest. And rock to the sides a couple of times. Massage your lower back on the floor. So you can do now a second set of bridge, or you can go into wheel pose. Go into wheel just if you feel confident to do so. If you have not wheel into your practice, maybe just repeat bridge pose. I'm gonna repeat bridge pose. So bring your chin to the chest, palms towards the ceiling, towards the floor. Inhale, lift your hips up. For wheel pose, bring the hands behind your shoulders, fingers pointing towards the shoulders, and lift the hips up. Take your time, very slowly come down. You can bring the feet to the sides of the mat, knees together, left hand on your heart, right on your belly. Close your eyes for a moment, bring the lower back on the floor. And breathe. Connect with your breath and with your heartbeat. Slowly, if you have your eyes closed, open your eyes, move into happy baby, grabbing the feet from the outside. If today this is not an option for you, you can grab your big toes with your index and middle fingers, placing your sole of the feet parallel with the floor, with the ceiling. If also this is not an option today, you can have your feet a little bit closer together. Otherwise, with the help of your hands, pull your knee down towards the floor, keeping the chest towards your, keeping the chin towards your chest, so that your spine is nice and long. And also here, you can rock a little bit to the sides, if you like, being the happiest baby you want to be. You can also stretch the legs, maybe one at a time, maybe both together. And slowly release. Let your legs come down. Savasana for a moment. Take a couple of breaths in here. And we move into the final posture for today. Bend the knees. If you don't have any issue with your hips, and if it doesn't make you feel like you have too much tension, you can cross the right leg on top of the left, bringing the knees to the left, and if you like, look over towards the right. Your shoulders are flat on the floor, and your knees are getting closer to the floor just with the help of gravity. You can have your arms to the side or in a cactus shape or long like two wings spread open. And slowly come back to the center. If you cross your legs, uncross, and this time cross the left on top of the right. Bring the knees to the right side and look over towards the left. You can start also here to unwind a little bit, maybe closing already your eyes for the final relaxation. We are already going towards the end of class, so start to calm down. Slowly back to the center, uncross the legs, hug your knees to the chest for your lap for the last time. If you want, you can also bring your forehead to the knee. Make yourself the smallest person in the world. And with the next exhale, just let your body relax completely on the floor. Your legs are relaxed, your feet, arms, everything completely relaxed. If you want, use a blanket to cover yourself for the final relaxation. Make yourself super comfortable. You want to be able to find stillness for the next couple of minutes. You can close your eyes and just relax completely on your mat, like you're melting on the floor. And like you did at the very beginning, start from your toes, coming all the way up to the top of your head, checking all the parts of the body, also the little details in the body, the ones that you never really think about. The space, for example, in between your eyebrows, even your ears, your tongue, your fingers, your toes, every part of the body is completely relaxed on the floor. Allow yourself to relax completely. It's so hard sometimes just to stay still and do nothing. The hardest yoga pose. And go back to your breath. Observe the flow of your breath. Maybe something changed. Just notice it. And very, very slowly start to bring back awareness to the body, moving the toes, your fingers, maybe your head a little bit to the sides. If you like, you can even stretch your arms over the head. Give yourself a nice stretch. And bend the knees, turn to your right side. Find some comfort in this pose for a moment. And with the help of your left hand, you can come into a seated position in the middle of your mat. Keep your eyes closed. Just observe your body for a moment again. Take a couple of breaths in here. And place the hands in front of your chest, palms together. Thank yourself for your practice and knowledge, all the hard work that you have done in the last 60 minutes, the time that you dedicated to yourself, to your body, to your mind. And thank you for joining this class. If you have any questions, feedbacks, please let us know. We are here for you. And if you like, you can unmute yourself to say